Good morning and welcome to today's episode of As A-1 Turns.
Like, is that as the world turns? Is that what that reference is?
Yep.
We've got several things to talk about. We have nothing to talk about, but stuff to talk about.
So first and foremost, several of you have online aliases. And if one of those aliases is Eaten Beaver, like,
Is that real?
but all you, if that's like, if you're a real person and all you're getting is free classes, like, we're not going to continuously send out all the information for you because it's all available out there anyways.
Yeah.
But
Eaten Beaver's been signing up for free classes, and I've been sending them, and then I was like, wait a minute. Is Eaten Beaver real?
we were convinced it was like my friend.
We thought it was Steve.
Like, my friend does stuff like that.
I was like, Steve, are you eating? It's spelled E-A-T-O-N.
They know how Eaton is spelled.
Well, I didn't. I've just been fulfilling all of these classes, not even thinking about it, just going, oh, who's Eaten Beaver? Can I even say that? And then the last time it popped up, I go, wait a minute here. Is somebody Well, maybe there really is.
Maybe that's their alias.
If this is you, because I'm not filling any more orders for Eaten Beaver. I'm not doing it.
I mean, if you buy something, we'll send it to you. But if you're just getting free stuff, we're not sending it out.
Yeah, because I think
there's like a handful of folks that have suspicious names.
I think somebody's messing with me. And then there are a couple other people that just sign up for free classes. We are moving all of that stuff online. It's all going to be online. Oh, yeah. It's not all there yet, but it's all going to be online. Violet's going to be here working with us, too, for a couple of weeks. Graydon's going to be full-time, so we're going to work to get all of that online. Can you show one more time where to find that stuff?
How about we just refer to the video?
Eaten Beaver.
Go back and watch Friday's
If you are
video.
watching, this is how you find the videos. Just show them. Show them how to go to YouTube, just to our channel, and search. Ready? We're going to show you two ways. First of all, we're going to take you to our YouTube channel.
You're messing me up here. So when you go to the A1 channel,
Can they see this?
I believe so.
Okay, just show them how to go to the search.
There's a search bar. It's on the top.
No, just
it says search.
No, don't do that. Just because that
or
will
you
search
can click
everywhere.
here.
So you're going to search on our channel and type in Karen Bowl, because Eaten Beaver always wants Karen Bowl's videos. So Eaten Beaver, you're going to type in Karen Bowl. Patrick's typing it in right now. And look, there are all of Karen Bowl's videos. Ooh, Karen, you've done so many. Okay, let's go back. There's another person who always wants Quilt Talk. So just go into the search bar, go to our channel, and type in Quilt Talk. I think it's 2 words.
It is.
There are all the Quilt Talks. So you have to go to our A1 Vacuum and Sewing YouTube page, and then you just go to that little magnifying glass and you type in anything you want. Now, the other thing you can do is go to our website. You're going really fast. And then
they're fully capable of keeping up.
You're going to
And they
sew-alongs
can rewind.
and videos. This is what we've added so far. So we haven't updated the sew-along, but you can just go there, and we're going to add all the sew-alongs with all the spreadsheets. Okay? And so I'm not fulfilling those anymore because some of those are very suspicious. They just and I'm not sure. And you could send me a note and be like, I am real.
I am eating beaver. If you actually look at the name, it's somebody else's name. I'm not gonna say it, but like it could be somebody's alias. Like maybe that's what they use on shopping sites to like filter out spam or something.
It made me laugh. What really made me laugh is this is their 4th order, and I never once even. I was like,
she was like eating beaver.
I was like, that sounds like kind of a old-fashioned name. I was like, oh, I like that name, Eaton. And then the very last time, I was like, wait a minute here, somebody messing with me. And so, anyways, I'm not filling all those. Don't put those in there anymore. Graydon, give us a little time. I mean, it'll happen in the next couple of weeks. But it'll save me a lot of time because, you know, when there's an order like that, I put you in contacts. I send it, and I try to send you out that stuff with like spreadsheets or links to videos or stuff like that. So it's going to save me time for you to be able to just go onto our website and go to the So Long and find that stuff for yourself. And especially if it's people messing with me, then because some of these people, like they add every single free So Long, every single
yeah,
free
we're not
So
sending
Long,
them out anymore.
and I'm not doing it anymore. So I'm just going to.
We're not gonna take it.
Okay, so that is over. No more.
So let's talk about.
Do you
taxes.
want to talk about my jacket?
Yeah, all I see with that jacket is laundry problems.
Oh, the worst is kimchi juice. Like,
And I know
the kimchi jar
she's
down.
gonna be like, I'm gonna be like, oh, thank God, you almost missed the white spot with the kimchi. Thanks for making sure that you made it land
on my way
in the middle of your jacket. I just can't wait for her to be like,
when I was
do you
driving,
see this?
When I was driving to Salt Lake, I thought this coffee mug was empty, but I was like, oh, I think there's one last sip. So I grabbed it and I like threw it back so hard.
Who even does that when it's the last sip?
I wanted to get the last sip out, and I went, and it was half full, and it just threw coffee all over my face, down my neck, like down all over my clothing.
And she's like, Patrick.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you
I
did.
was in the car.
You called me. You called me and told me that's what you did. And you go, I smell like coffee.
I did tell you that because
And
all I
then-
could smell was coffee.
and then-
it was like from here, like down.
And then I was like, oh, how bad is it? And she's like, you're going to have to get it out when I get home.
Yeah. So, okay, I got this on Johnny Was, and they had a big.
Is this fit check? Do you want to stand up and like twirl?
No, it's just this jacket. They had a 70. I always buy Johnny Was on sale because this jacket was like $300, and then I paid like $100 for it because it was worth it. Somebody quilted this.
I used to call it.
Is this
I used
cheater
to call
fabric?
it. I used to call it Genie math.
This is not.
Where I would get home and Jeannie'd be like, I saved $300.
This is not true quilting. It wasn't pieced. It's like some kind of like. It feels like gauze.
Stitched
So it's
out.
some kind of like gauze material, and then the fabric like they did sew. So it's cheater.
So
but it's fantastic.
anyways, all right. So let's.
Jen, I fell for it.
Let's.
That's how I am. I'm gullible, and I never think anyone's going to. Maybe he's eaten. Are you real?
I bet Eaton is real. I bet it's just a. Like, because when I looked, there's an address.
I want to hang out with Eaton Beaver. Eaton Beaver's funny.
You gotta be careful with saying that. It could be taken the wrong way.
Is this one gonna get censored?
No. So let's talk about taxes.
Who wants to talk about taxes?
Some of you.
Icky.
Some of you live in states where we're now like you have to pay tax. There's no way around that. Like Shopify does it automatically, and so like a lot of people buy and you're out of state and you don't pay taxes. Some of you in states that do. So there is no mistake if you go into the website and you go to buy something and Shopify is going to charge you tax. We have to pay tax, so you're getting charged tax. So and like we have no control over that. Like that just is what happens.
Shopify does it. So I used to bring people up on the register because out of state used to be no tax, but we're doing everything through Shopify, and they're allocating.
And it's all based upon the prior year's sales. So that's that. So what else were we going to talk about?
Okay, so
the mats.
Oh yeah, so Cindy, I was just saying how I'm no longer going to be sending you links for sew-alongs that are online. You need to find them. You guys need to be able to find them. The only thing I will send you links for is if you sign up for Cute as a Bug, which is the first free design for, so sign up for that. But all the free sew-alongs, please find them. You need to be able to find them. It's not that hard. And it takes a lot of my time, and I've just been doing it, but I'm not going to do it anymore. That's what we're not doing anymore. You need to be able to go onto our YouTube page.
You need to put on your big girl pants.
Pull them up. Go sit in front of your computer.
Sometimes Jeannie's like, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, don't do that. And she's like, why? I'm like, because then you're always going to have to do that. And she's like, but I got to take care of them.
I try to try.
And I'm like,
to go,
don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore because it's you know, if it takes me 5 minutes and there's 5 of them a day, you know, I'm spending half an hour sending those out where you can find them yourself. I believe in you. I'm just gonna put them fulfilled, but I'm not fulfilling them. You gotta go find it. No more. No mas.
So Avenir mats. So folks have been asking where the Avenir mats are. They haven't shipped yet. And my understanding is they haven't shipped to anybody. Like I reached out to my rep to basically be like, what's the story with the Avenir mats? They just haven't shipped yet. It's not, we buy them through Brother, but they're coming through a promotional company. So it's coming through a third party and they just haven't shipped. So yes, that is that.
Yeah, and if it is bothering you, which I get, right? You pay for something, you want to get it. I can cancel your order, so just let me know. But that's just gonna take you out of line.
But it's just gonna take you out of line,
and it's gonna be here. And I'm not holding your Avenir mat hostage. I want to get it out as soon as we get it. But our rep said like nobody's gotten them.
The Avenir mats are heavy, and quite frankly, it's like one of those scenarios where sometimes Jeannie's like, well, let's put it all in one box. And I'm like, no, because like you're just adding weight to a big, heavy box.
Oh, yeah. If you have an order where it's been waiting for the Avenir mat and you want me, because did Chris make it sound like a couple more weeks?
I mean, he just said that they don't really, I don't think they've really had like a true answer as to when they're going to ship.
I did get the other ones, but we sold them all. And so we're ordering more. It's not like they're not coming, but the Avenir mats, we're still waiting on those. So Lindsay put together a list, and I will email you. And you have the option of being like, I just want to cancel it because I hate like not sending your stuff. It stresses me out. So
it'll be worth it though.
It'll be so worth it.
So,
it looks so good under there. And then you can be like, I'm going to use it my yoga mat. It's going to be my sleeping pad when I go camping. So
no, it's not a good sleeping pad.
It's better. It's as thick as the sleeping pads I was sleeping on in Korea.
Well, those are just made out of like compressed fabric.
Yeah, when I went last time, the sleeping mat I slept on
pad.
Was the same one I slept on when I was like 8 when I would go and visit. And I was like, God, it seems way more comfortable when I was 8.
Which is just like, it is literally just a bunch of fabric sewn together.
I was like, I can't wait to have a bed. I can't wait to have a bed. So, Anyways,
All right. So, what did you do this weekend?
oh, Lori got an Avenir for
Yep.
Mother's Day. Congratulations. I had such a fail day on Mother's Day this week, and I was like, I need to film because I don't have enough time for all the projects I want to do. And we had gone on a hike, and I threw my phone into Patrick's car, and then we went on the hike with my girlfriend. Patrick had to leave early, so I was going to come home with my girlfriend. I did come home with my girlfriend. And then they went out on a mountain bike ride. When they went,
We rode right from the house.
okay, so I was like, my phone's in the car. So I opened up the door and I looked to the right, which is where Patrick's car always is. No Patrick's car. I'm like, I don't have my phone. That's what I film on usually when I'm doing my videos. If I had just
But the phone
looked,
was connected
to
to
the
her
right.
computer. Like, the phone was connected to your computer.
so I should have known.
So
it was
all
close.
those text messages.
I texted. I was like,
like,
I can't film. My phone's in Daddy's car.
it's the worst
When are you
day
gonna
ever. That was Mother's Day.
It was like 2 or 3 hours. I was like, I can't get back that time. So I tried to hook it up to my computer. I tried all these different things, so it was really frustrating.
And then Kai's like, oh no, Mom's phone is in your car. And I look at Kai, and Kai's like, your car's in the driveway.
I looked to the
And
right,
I'm like,
and there was no car.
yeah.
His car
And then
is
he's
always
like,
parked there.
well, Mom's texting from her computer. And I'm like, the phone is connected to her computer.
I didn't know.
What
that.
did you think your
I thought it just goes to my
your computer
I
was
didn't know it was
magically
connect-
texting us?
Yeah, I didn't know. So all this time I could have worked, and if I had just looked out
I
the
was
door
like, we're
and
gonna
looked to the left, I would have seen his
If
car.
she had
There's
just
not-
looked straight, if she had just looked like, you know what it was? You looked at it.
No, I
You
looked
just
to the
no,
right.
you
I
looked to
looked
the
to the
right,
right.
but like you have peripheral vision. It was
No.
at the end of the driveway.
No, I
And
have
so-
none.
I was like, Kai, we need to go. We need to go down so
And then-
fast.
and then Kai-
because I'm gonna be in trouble because Mom can't figure it out. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, Mom's gonna be mad at me
No.
because.
And then
Well, then I got home and I was like, I opened the door and I was
I
like,
started
are
raging.
you okay? And she's like, get out! Get out! I'm so frustrated!
And I said to him,
It's not your fault!
Yeah, I said, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, but just get out. I was so, because it was like 3 hours and I could have done it the whole time and the phone was right there. And
Connected
the car,
to her computer.
I thought that was magic. I didn't even consider that part, that I wouldn't have been able to get. I was like, oh, I can text from my computer. Let me just do that.
And then I was like, Mom's gonna be so mad
I was so
when
mad.
she realizes
Okay,
it's still out there.
then, okay, the other thing is, because what I was so stressed about is I was trying to get you those videos for Star Spangled Beauty. And I had to do the scan and cut part. Oh, I had an ultimate fail with that. Because if you do not have your heat and bond, I was using my heat press for the very first time. And, well, kind of the second time, but like, I don't have the...
It felt like the first time.
I don't have the temperatures and the amount of time down yet. I will have that down. And it was perfect on my Shape Flex. It was perfect on my Thermalon. It was not perfect on my Heat and Bond. I think I needed it a little bit longer. And so it wasn't completely adhered. And when your Heat and Bond light is not completely adhered to your fabric, if you are putting it Heat and Bond light side down on your mat, then the Heat and Bond light is going to stick to your mat and ruin your mat. Which
if you own a sewing and vacuum store,
it's
you
not a
just
big
send
deal.
your husband.
Because
Your husband's like, gets home and you're like, get out! And you're like, what can I do? And she's like, get out!
he's so, and then he's so good to me. He's like, how can I help you and make it better? And he went and got me a new mat. But if you do not own a store and you have to get a new mat, number one, you can't always get them at the time you want to get them. Number two, they're expensive. So you don't want to ruin a mat. So
I think there's like where there's a will, there's a way. I bet somewhere there's a YouTube video about how to repair those mats.
No, I did like this morning because I was doing a little scan and cut. I had one little corner of heat and bond that stuck to my mat, and I used my precision tweezers that have a flat edge, and I kind of raised it up and just kind of picked off the pieces. It was a really, really small corner.
Did you see that piece of advice? The heat and bond light needs to look shiny before you put it on the mat.
That is great advice. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, because if you, and I did say that on my video today, if you see the little dots, which the dots mean it's not completely adhered, that's the stuff that sticks.
So we're
thank
gonna
you, Susan,
put
and I'll mention that in the videos. Needs to be completely shiny, smooth, glossy, and you should not see the individual dots of heat and bond.
So we're gonna put the heat press on as our first affiliate product on Amazon. I will do that today, and we'll post the link tomorrow. How about that for commitment?
That's Patrick's job. I do the other stuff. If you could get that up, I would love it. So Susan says it needs to be glossy and shiny, and it should look like one complete, like just shiny, smooth back. Because I love the heat and bond light on the mat because I feel like it's this like perfect adhesion where it's sticky enough that it's going to stay down, but not
only
sticky
if
enough.
your heat press is hot enough.
Yeah, mine was not ready, and that's me learning. And I took that video down and I redid the video where it had nice
what did I
shiny
post
pieces.
this morning? Like that's still listed as unlisted, but what did I do? That was their borders.
Yeah, don't. So I posted, and you're gonna see. So for Spring is in the Air, you are gonna see all the videos except for Block 1 and Block 2. And the reason for that is I did those. I kind of started doing it because I wanted to get the lay of the land. And then when I got to Block 3, I was like, oh, okay, I can film this. So I filmed Block 3, 4, sewing the center together, putting the borders on, and now I cycled back around. Cheryl was gracious enough to let me prep her kit. I prepped. I filmed that too. So now I have to go back and do 1 and 2. So those aren't up yet because I have to redo those. And I'm only doing one of each. So, but what's up is 3, 4, center, borders, and then I came back around and I did the prep video. So you're going to be missing 1 and 2. I know that. They're not there. They haven't been filmed. I will film those. So hopefully I'll have time to do it sometime this week. And then the quilting in the borders, I'm going to do auto split quilt sashing. I'm going to do it sometime in I know spring is, we're going to be into summer, but I mean, you don't have to wait for me. You can do that, but I'll do that as a free sew along, and we'll do auto split quilt sashing if you have that feature on your machine, which is going to be Luminaire and Radiance and up, Luminaire Solaris and up. We'll be able to do that. And if you don't have that, then you can free motion, you can do grid work, you can drop in embroidery designs. There's so many other ways to quilt. So I did do that. This morning I got up early. Anyone watching The Jackal? So good. Did you watch the? No. It is so good. So Patrick and I watched the last 20 minutes this morning. Then I ran downstairs and I did scan and cut. And it was not an utter fail. It was an utter success. So I cut out all the leaves on the scan and cut. I showed you how to size it up. I showed you how to group, ungroup. And for me, I'm still stumbling through. So you're going to see that in the video. You're going to be like, she's not very good, but it worked. But it worked. So I'll post that later today.
And I'm not sure as Paulette, I haven't really been. She says, why no Canadian delivery?
I think that's a Shopify thing.
If you're asking why we don't have international shipping on our website, Shopify doesn't allow us to do that because of the shop app. They have very specific like rules because it's such a pervasive app. And for those that aren't using the Shop app, you got to start using the Shop app.
Show me
I love
how to
the
use.
Shop app.
So he's been using it, and then
I've been using it for months.
He goes, I got Shop dollars, and I use that for this. I was like, give me those Shop dollars. I want them. He's like, no, those Shop dollars are mine. They're on my app for my shopping. And I'm like, I do a lot of shopping. Show me how I can get Shop dollars.
Well, you know how you download and use the Shop app. And then she's like, but how do I do it?
For me.
She's like, you lady.
I'm helpless. I'm pathetic. Do it for me.
So
I don't know how to do it. So he gets and I shop. So I bet I would have so many Shop dollars to spend.
You would have so many Shop
Why
dollars
wouldn't
to
you
spend.
show me then?
I've been mentioning the Shop app forever, and like you have the ability to use it. So if you like, so basically Shopify is like the pervasive. So it's like your Shop app, and every purchase you make on Shop, whether it's at our store or any other site that uses Shopify, your orders are listed in there. And then you can go through and it shows you where all that shipping is and everything else. So it's really cool. And Shop gives you a percentage back to spend. And then those dollars expire and so you do have to use them before they expire. But like the Shop app is great. It seems kind of pervasive because it's like it asks for all your personal information and everything else. But Shop already has all that. So, I mean, if you're a privacy buff, which is actually like the original reason I didn't install it is it asked for all this information. Then when I really thought about it, I was like, it's already got all that information. And then it actually pulls that information. So like, for example, you shop on our site, you have account information on our site. If you log into another site that uses Shopify, it will pull that information and port it over. And that way you don't have to create new accounts. You can just have a Shop account. So it's cool. So anyways.
So back to Paulette. Paulette, we have lots of...
If you want to buy in Canada, you just let us know.
Yeah. So just email us. Just let us know what you want. We have to figure out your shipping, and then we'll invoice you because we have several customers from Canada that do purchase from us. So just let us know.
So somebody asked what the screwdriver was that you use rather than the screwdriver. That if you look on our site for the CNAD S2.
Just put on the nads. Okay, that is...
So what she's talking about, because that is like totally out of context, is there used to be, well, it's still out there. There's a hair removal cream called Nads. And they used to have infomercials. And like the whole infomercial, that's it. So at CNADS2 is that, or just look up Advanced Driver Set 2.
Because there's two of them. There's one for the machines that are low shank with a smaller screw. And then there's the one that Patrick just showed you. Just get the big one because that big one will work on everything. I mean, it's not the perfect fit for some of the smaller things.
It might rattle around.
But I use it even on the
Oh my
needle.
God, Kat uses Nads. It's like it. The whole infomercial was like she's like, put the Nads on your face.
Because it's
like,
Australian.
You put the Nads in your bikini area, and like.
I don't think they did. They did it on the legs and stuff, but just the commercial,
It was so. It's like a half an hour of them talking about where you put the
right?
Nads.
Is it an infomercial?
It was an infomercial.
Yeah.
We would sit and laugh for like a half an hour.
But how
at that
perfect
thing.
is it? Because I mean, that was like 30 years ago, 20 years ago, and we still talk about Nads. Now it's a funny word, right? Nads. Okay. So, get
She
the
puts
big one.
the Nads on her eyebrows.
Oh my God! Where do you buy it? Can you get Nads on like
I
Amazon?
think you can buy it in the
grocery store.
In the grocery store.
I've never tried it. We should try it.
We did try it. We did try it on my back. Remember? I bled.
We got it? No, we waxed your
No, we used to be Vegas people. I was like, maybe I should wax my back. So we bought nads.
It was nads?
At the freaking store.
I thought that was
like
just
they
wax.
sold it at like, the drugstore. I'm like,
Oh,
oh look, they have
Patrick.
nads. And then like we tried like one section. I was like, ah, and I like bled. And then we were like, yeah, never gonna do that again.
Yeah.
It was like the scene from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, no, it was not. Patrick said it's not
I'm
like
not
that.
anywhere near that hairy.
Okay.
But...
Anyways, back to reality.
Back to nads.
Yeah, get that big one. Don't buy the little one unless you want something specific for your low shank machine. But I use the big one in everything. I use it on my needle screwdriver and my hoop screwdriver. I use it on this screw that I undo the foot with. I use it everywhere. It's the best. It would be in my top 10 purchases. Yeah. We're laughing too. So, where's
what else
the list?
did you do this weekend?
Oh, I'm needling so slow on my multi-needle right now just because I did get angry. Not at my multi-needle, but I got angry just at myself the other day. And when I'm angry, I don't I see red and I don't think clearly. So I know that and I just slow down. And I've just been going in there and like setting it and then doing like 10 at a time and then walking away because I've been trying to work on other stuff. We did do Star Spangled Beauty. So I did post, okay, so that I did have an epic fail on because my Susan, that's such good advice. It should be glossy and don't see the little dots because it will stick to your mat. And it took me a little while to recover from that. And then we had dinner with Patrick's mom. But I did post all of those videos. And then we got together yesterday for our first sew-along for Star Spangled Beauty. And that was super fun. And I got on early. I was 5 minutes early. And you could hear me.
And I didn't even help.
Yeah. So, and there's always like a hiccup here or there. Like I had a camera that went out that wouldn't go back on. And then I hooked up another camera. And then Poppy goes running by and like wipes out one of the cameras by pulling a cord. So, but overall, I think it went pretty well. I don't think we had anything. Oh, I did have one fail. My fabric wrapped around. So then I started clipping it on the side. So I did have that one fail, but it wasn't that big a deal. And I always look at those as learning moments because you'll have one too. Now you know how to back up, how to fast forward, how to go 10 stitches. So we did have to deal with that. And that was kind of it. So I worked on that. I did all those videos and Spring is in the Air. And this week I'm going to...
we cooked a massive dinner last night.
Yeah, we did a lot of entertaining because we did a 50th birthday dinner and then we had Mother's Day. So I got done as much as I could get done.
I still can't believe how much food we ate last night. That was
Never
like
heard of
9 pounds of
nads.
food.
Yes, we did multi-needle round robin in the store. And maybe what we'll do is we can do like a virtual version of that. And it was super fun. The ladies came in and they did like a wristlet with puffy foam, a hat, and then we did a tote bag with glitter vinyl. So it was all really, really fun. And if you have any questions about multi-needles, if you ever want to get one, I can always demo via Zoom too so we could set something up.
And we can ship the single needle and the 6 needle. We cannot ship directly
You have to come
the
to
10
us.
needle.
You have to come see us. Was a good afternoon. I thought I had a list. I was writing it down on here. Where's the list?
So
Here. Here it is. So we talked about taxes.
It is a gross
we talked
day
about
in
Avenir
Reno,
mats.
by the
Picture
way. It's
play.
like
Picture
raining
play.
and
The
snowing.
first class is going to be tomorrow. That is going to be our first Avenir Club. And then I will be doing one sometime in June, probably towards the end of June. I'm going to be doing custom quilting. I'm going to do a couple custom quilting Avenir clubs. But Picture Play is the first one, and that's going to be with Michelle. She's doing a session tomorrow, and she's also doing a session at the end of the month. Yes, it is snowing in Reno. It is icky here, so be safe driving out there. Although, has it stopped? And is the sun coming out?
It
looks like it's starting to clear
afternoon.
up. We talked about that. We talked about the videos. We have no. Oh, I have a.
What about the giveaway?
Let's talk about OESD. I was supposed to ship some stuff out on Friday. Little did I know they split my order. One came on Friday, the other one's coming today. So if you didn't get shipping confirmation,
so you might
that's
have known
why.
that if you were looking at your shop app where it's telling you arriving today, expecting May,
Wow.
in transit, out for delivery, in transit, $392 in shop cash.
He's bragging about his shopcast that he won't share with me. So OESD should be coming today. So I should be getting a bunch of orders that have the OESD stuff out, Summer Garden flags, and Tranquility stuff. I just got a shipping confirmation from Riley Blake. So I have a huge amount of stuff coming from them, including all the Autumn Love stuff. Autumn Love USBs, the Autumn Love fabric that we're going to be kitting out. So we'll be working on the kits for Autumn Love. If you're going to be doing that with Miss Becky Thompson and you need a kit, our kits are the large cuts. That's all that's in there. It does not include a fat quarter. We do not have fat quarter bundles or layer cakes, the 10-inch squares. So you need to find those online, but our kits will have the large cuts and you can choose your size. Purchase that now because we're going to be filling it in order. And if you don't get in this first grouping, it might bump you to the next grouping. I'll let you know. So Riley Blake is coming. Oh my God. I just got this line. It's from Moda. It's called Home Sweet Haunt. I already went on to see if I could purchase more and I couldn't. They sold out of the panels. They've sold out of some of the prints. I ordered what I could. We're going to have 15 of these kits and Graydon will put these up. So Graydon's going to be working on that. I think what you have to do is their fabric you love, just get it. Because that stuff is selling out, especially Moda. I find that even when it's first introduced, it's already sold out. Like it's sold out to whoever pre-ordered. So this line is fantastic. We're going to be getting fabric up. Some of the fabric I'm not even putting online because we're just selling it out in the store. So this is our giveaway today. So our question was, which we haven't even looked at, but we'll look at it this week because it'll help us for next week. But we had asked, help us come up with some giveaway questions. And some of them, like, I'm sure it'll just be fun and silly. And some of them, like, stuff that helps us do marketing research. So
look at what Cindy said. Oh, my God. I just used my points on shop apps and paid $69. So I don't know if you had $69. And she said all my information was already in it. And all I had to do was find what I wanted and put it in and hit pay. So the reality is it's a great app and it works at our store. It works at other stores. It's cool. You should get it. Jeannie likes to tell me that just download it, put it on your computer, and then you can't be like, Patrick!
Why don't you just do it for me? I love you so much. I love you. Okay, so what we're giving away today is we are giving away one of the Minky Kim panels. These are up, so you can purchase this on the site. Keep in mind, and Michelle's going to be doing this as a sew-along. You'll have some pre-class prep. So this is a Sunset Ridge. She has another one coming out next, I think it's in the fall or the beginning of the year. And it's going to be like the little pouches that she did. But this is, I got my shipping confirmation on my lining fabric for this. So if you want to wait, just wait. We're not going to sell out. I ordered more of the panels. I think we're going to have like, I don't know, 60 of them. And they show in stock. You might have to wait. But this is the panel, and I love this because you don't have to buy all these fabrics. Everything's on the panel. You're just gonna cut it out, make your backpack. So you can buy, we're giving away a panel, one of the panels. You need 2 sets of hardware. If I have time, I call. I'm like, you need 2. If I don't have time, I don't call. It says it in the listing. You need 2 sets. And the reason you need 2 sets is this makes 2 backpacks. So, so when you buy it, So if all you want is this and this, and you're going to use your own lining fabric, and you have bolsel, and you have webbing, and you have all that stuff, then just go ahead and buy your panel and your hardware right now. But if you feel like you're going to want the kit with everything in it, then wait, because the fabric is coming this week, and then we'll be kitting it. So I would say we'll be ready to put that up next week. So
Look,
and then
you
we'll be able
already have $5.80 in shop, and it's telling you that your dime order is coming, and it's automatically going to start linking all that stuff
shop,
together.
And it says stuff, and I ignore it because I'm scared. I'm scared. It's like I get scared somebody's trying to take advantage of me, and then I don't click on anything. Am I supposed to click on stuff when I do purchases? I'm scared because I used to put lots of viruses on my computer, like weekly. And then Patrick, anyways, I don't click on anything.
So call me on that one, Marlene. It is easy to use and easy to set up. All right, so what are we doing? Are we doing the giveaway? Let's do the giveaway.
Yeah, so we're giving away a panel. We're giving away 2 hardware, so you have that. And
are we only doing it once?
We're only doing it once.
Okay.
And then you pay for shipping. We give away free stuff, but you do have to pay for shipping. And sometimes, you know what else I did want to talk to you about? And I'm glad I thought of this. There's still some of you that are waiting for your wallflower fabric, the rest of it. And I didn't forget about you. They sent me 2/3 of it in, what was last month? In April. And I got shipping confirmation, and I think I'll have it today. So just give us the week, but I'm going to be sending out the rest of your fabric that you've been waiting for. I did not forget about you. You're on my spreadsheet. They didn't send me all of the fabric, and this week I'm getting 6 more bolts, which will let me complete. Everyone's wallflower kit should be complete, and we'll be sending it out this week.
All right.
Might be the end of the week.
So giveaway.
Who's gonna win it? Do they have Mary Bowles? Doesn't really answer a question, but I mean, we're just gonna do it.
Okay. Okay.
Should we do 2? Let's do 2. We're going to give away 2 because that's what we do at A-1. And this one has to answer the question. Mary Bowles, you're going to win that because I didn't say it had to answer the question or not. But this one's going to be for you. This one has to answer the question. And the question was, question of the day. There we go. If you have a 10 needle, do you have an embroidery business or are you a crafter? Yeah, that's interesting, right? That's interesting. Miss Steph, you won. And then we will reach out to you and send you out. You won a panel and you won the zipper set.
So, okay, anything else to discuss after?
No, we're going to work. We have a lot to do.
It was a late night last night.
Because we couldn't stop.
Oh, that might have been the first
jackal.
time. That might have been the first time that family's ever come over where they were like, "We need to go. It's getting late."
Because it was a school night.
Right,
Yeah.
but normally when it's a school
That's
night,
a family
it's like
that likes
they
to
like
hang
to hang out late.
And we call them our Reno cousins. We've talked to you about this. Where the little ones were like, how
They
are we
grew up together.
Yeah, and they were like, how are we related?
Well, and then
They
like
really
it's
thought-
now a blended family, and they're like, well, so how are we related to them?
Yes, which is so funny. That's how close we are to this family. So anyways, have a great day. Be creative and make something awesome.